Hello again to all and sundry. Welcome back to the Great Partition in Europa Universalis 4. I'm Paragon Saber, and Sardinia has a personal union over Spain. Can't expect it to last all that long, you know. It's like that earlier personal union that Nevers had over Gascony, except more so. But, you know, right now the war is still in progress, and Spain is on Sardinia's side in name, if not in action. So, we'll see, you know, maybe Gascony will be able to get some Austrian land out of this. Some rightful French clay. Poland has really done well for itself land-wise. They were a lot smaller than this earlier on, though I think they lost Ostrode to Prussia again. Königsberg as well. Interesting that. We do have Spain's boats out here trying to blockade Sicily, but that's about the only participation they're willing to give here. Naples is occupied by Siena, but we do see Gascony down here in Austria's Italian territories. Austria has 44-day siege ticks, or rather Gascony has 44-day siege ticks on Austria. That's no fun. Why are they giving Savoy to Spain? Spain's not the war leader, right? Sardinia will be the war leader. I don't know. Really, it's Gascony and Siena doing all the work in this war. Well, Russia too. Though we do have a Austrian army trying to siege down Yaroslavl. You'd think they might maybe want to go for Moscow instead, but nah. Very fun war. I'll definitely keep attention on this. What's the war score looking like for now? 47 in Sardinia's favor. Somebody got knocked out of this war, but not one of the main two. Sicily's out. But Austria, Poland, and Cologne all still fighting. Wow. Poland up here pretty deep into Russian territory as well. Austria did manage to siege down Yaroslavl, and its army has escaped to the south. You know, Russia, it'd be pretty easy to siege that back. Just saying. Why are you sending your guys up here? What use is it sending your armies to the north? Alright, there we go. They are sieging back Yaroslavl. These occupations have gone away somehow. Did one of the Sardinian side peace out? Gascony, Siena, Russia, all still involved. So I guess Russia or a Russian, or sorry, Austria or an Austrian ally got down here and occupied these back, including the fort in Bourgogne. This is still at neg 57. How long has the siege been going? Almost a year. And I think... wow. God, level 8 forts are the worst. Level 6 forts, they're easier to handle at least. I mean, to get a full siege bonus on a level 8 fort, you know, without the Age ability you need 40 cannons. With the Age ability you need 64. That's insane. Anyways, there goes the peace. Spain still under Sardinia for now, but that's not gonna be a thing for very long. Still, that's hey, they gave Gascony Orléans. That's awesome. That was a bit of border war that I've been that I've wanted fixed for a while. Did Russia get anything back from Poland? Or, yes, yeah, that would have been it. I don't think Poland had Smolensk, so looks like things are status quo over here. Siena get anything? No, not from what I can see. So it looks like that peace was just Orleans to Gascony, and Sardinia keeps the Union. You know, until Spain decides they've humored Sardinia long enough. While we weren't looking, though, Spain did a lot of consolidation down here in West Africa. Genet reduced to a 2-province minor in Timbuktu and Karabara. Kong's still alive. Spain's kinda left them around for now. Also, Gascony somehow has these two. Looks like they might have been the ones to... no. We know Toulouse had this. Austria has annexed Portugal as well. But they actually lost this war against the Indians. And they have 22k stuck down here. That would explain... They weren't... you know, 22k... Not a massive amount of troops at this stage of the game, but that is still... I mean, that's still about a sixth of... You know, or seventh of Austria's army. Spain no longer truced with Sardinia. Anybody supporting their independence? Brazil, Switzerland, and Apache. Apache! Also, Muisca has eaten almost all of British Columbia. What in the world? Kolima's out again. Japan retains Tepehuan, but and does still have Aztec as a vassal. But yeah, Apache is supporting Spain's independence. That's hilarious. The 13 colonies in Newfoundland content to let the Abenaki and Iroquois have their one province each. And the U.S. continuing to colonize West. Do have this silly little, you know, a lot of this territory in modern-day Texas that I'd like to see them fill in. But it looks like their colonies for now... What is their current colony? I have no clue. Or is this all land that they conquered from the natives? I'm not sure. Well, I'll look back in the future and see if America has expanded anymore. Of course, that is should be French culture, considering it formed from Toulouse. That is the case, yes. Yep, Oxytian. Same culture as the Knights, actually. That'd be a fun little tie in this game. Oh, sorry. Rhodes is Greek, but... Or maybe it was Cyprus. Or maybe the Knights just, you know, converted culture. But I'm pretty sure the Knights actually start out as Oxytian. That'd be a fun little piece of trivia in this universe, now wouldn't it? Hey, Venice has revolutionaries, and they appear to be stronger than Venice's army. Revolutionary Venice? Oh no, Maria! No! Why? They were so young. Ah, makes me sad. Russia also has revolutionaries, but only about 20,000. Also, Russia has had to... I think they lost Uran to separatists. That's not fun for them. Looks like they lost some land to Jin separatists as well. Another thing that occurred in those lost runs, In those, Russia just full annexed Qin, and the Mandate of Heaven was just like the Celestial Emperorship was dismantled. I don't know, like, it seemed like it happened pretty quickly last time, and actually, Qin has gotten 5 mandates somehow. Probably an event. Regardless, I was pretty surprised at that happening last time. It hasn't happened this time. How long are you gonna let this go, Spain? Do you need support from, like, Gascony or something? Gascony is Sardinia's ally. Or Morocco? Morocco's not gonna help you. Guess Austria might. But they're busy supporting Newfoundland instead. Speaking of Newfoundland, great dogs. Probably my favorite. Well, beagles, though. To use something mimetic, it doesn't matter. They are all doggo. Noticing that Austria has fallen off the Great Powers list, and while they have the Union, Sardinia is actually in 7th. I'm screenshotting this. That's amazing. I don't know, you know, I'm sure if I were to post any screenshots from this game onto the EU4 Reddit, it'd be, I don't know if they'd really count all that much, considering this was a scenario set up to give those, I don't want to say less fortunate tags, but, you know, to give the rarer tags a chance at going into the limelight. Still, you know, Sardinia, Corsica, outside of each other, they don't usually interact much with the outside. I'm surprised that Sardinia has even been able to take this. Also, why didn't they take Nice in that war? Gascony made out like a bandit. Aretna is apparently well protected by the knights, because it seems to have deterred Persia from attacking. To say nothing of Russia, who could, well, of course, imperialism's been a thing for a lot of years now, but, you know, Russia could attack across the Black Sea. Also, Persia, are you still guaranteeing Odiev? Yeah. I guess there's one thing that, you know, you could argue a good thing that's happened from this little bit of border gore here in the North Caucasus. I think it'd be fun if Abkhazia was a revolter tag, something that had its own cores. Kilwa has continued to push Oman back. They don't have Muscat yet, but I think it's only a matter of time. Oman is guaranteed by Egypt, though. So that might stop Kilwa's expansion in Arabia in its tracks. Meanwhile, while we weren't looking, Great Britain took about all of South Kilwa. They might have attacked Sofala at one point as well, I'm not sure. Other than that, looks like Delhi has taken some land from Malwa. We did see them in the Great Power list. As well as Malaya, they're still up there, and Lanna. So those are the kind of triumvirate of the East. I mean, they're not allied to each other. Delhi actually has no allies. They're not even allied with Khiva anymore. That's sad. Khiva's probably going to get crushed between Persia and Russia now. Lanna, though, is the target of the Dalian coalition. Oh man, I mean, it could be that Dali just formed that, and others will join. But for now, it looks like Dali is the only one that's really outraged. We do have Qin occupying Lanna. Is Lanna going for the mandate? It is. Okay, that could make things interesting. Lanna, I mean, already has some tributaries, for one. Okay, they just have Sukhothai. Looks like they actually annexed, like, Ava. And I think there was... I think Lanzhang was still around here somewhere. I think actually Khmer might have annexed them, but, I mean, Lanna, well, they're going to have some trouble with Delhi. with that border with Delhi and probably Wu as well. But, you know, they've shown some initiative. Wu, occupied by Brunei? They're fighting against Jin and Brunei. Huh. And this would be a Jin war for independence? Ah, so Jin was a Woon vassal. And so I don't know if Yuren was released from... I think it was separatists that enforced their demands on Russia. But a lot of this was Korean land, too. That's also a possibility. Has Russia crushed its revolutionaries? Yep, still a few things occupied, but again, it takes a long time to walk across Russia. Not exactly a Trans-Siberian Railroad in 1756. Spain, you still content to... I mean, obviously not all that content, but apparently they are happy with Sardinia getting its time in the limelight. Everybody on the Great Powers list has embraced the Enlightenment by this point, so that's fun. Looks like Venice managed to deal with its revolutionaries as well. But why? If Venice went revolutionary, then everybody'd attack them and they could release Maria. Talk about the observer's pet, right? Anyways. Looks like Austria is fighting Siena. Oh, Newfoundland declared independence. And Siena is trying to defend Great Britain. That'll do it. Don't see any British forces anywhere in Austria. Despite the fact that likely Siena has managed to occupy Lyonnais. Wonder if the British have shipped their troops over here instead. No, actually. And Newfoundland has 65,000 troops. Wow. That's pretty good. Brazil has 41 over here doing what they can. Yeah, the United States is colonizing. They didn't have Omaha before, I don't think. There we go. They just get 120 settlers a year, that's all. They only have one colonist, though, huh? I know colonial nations, well, it's... since they're American, then, okay, so they do get a free colonist. And they do have expansion. Not exploration, though. Oh, they're a kingdom. That's sad. And they have the Valois as well. Eh. It's an American that makes me sad, I think. So are they colonizing any of these other ones in here, then? Or this just going that quickly? Conquered that from Arapaho. Are they making that little money? Not sure. Let's keep looking at the old world. Austria probably going to tear through Siena. I mean, where is Great Britain's army? Like, we see 17 here in, I think that's... what, Lancashire? No, it's Hampshire. Lancashire's up here. What am I doing? Regardless, you know, is the rest of their army down here in Africa? No. Is it in Brazil? No, Brazil's on their side, right? Yeah. Oh, the 13 colonies in British Mexico also declared independence. Okay. I didn't look closely enough at that before. Looks like Norway is trying to siege down British Mexico, who does have a pretty big army themselves. But where is Great Britain's army? I see only Newfoundland over here. I mean, Brazil's up here trying to help out. You know, Newfoundland trying to siege down Vinland. There's 12,000 infantry from Great Britain. They still have a big army. They still have 120,000. Who all else is involved? Newfoundland, Austria, Cuba. 13 colonies in British Mexico. Am I just missing Great Britain's army in here somewhere? Because I'm pretty sure this has all been done by Siena. Also, might be a good time for Sardinia to take that. Oh. I think they just ended the Union then. Fair enough. Well, there's your time in the limelight, Sardinia. Spain's back. Great Britain only with 1040 development without its colonies supporting it. Where in Tarnation, to use the meme, is their army? They're not hiding out in British Brazil or British Columbia. I don't see them in Cuba. Don't see them in British Mexico. Also, oh yeah, that's Muisca, who is allied with Great Britain and therefore taking... Yep, Cuba's down here trying to siege down Pore. There's Norway winning a battle against British Mexico. We have Catholic zealots in Colima. This is still Nahuatl. Oh, it's Shinto. That's right. Aztecs, still a Japanese vassal, only on Tech 14. Colima, on the other hand, on Tech 17, as is Shu. I have no clue. No eyes on any British armies this entire time. Okay, so there's 18 over here. We saw that 12 over here. We saw that 17 in Hampshire. Looks like Lanna has taken the mandate. We'll see what they can do with it. They do, of course, have Sukhothai as a tributary, but they'll need to start getting some more. Otherwise, they will go the way of their Chinese fellows. The mandate has just kind of migrated south. You know, started off with Ming. I think it went to Yan, then Wu, then Yan again, then Qin, and now Lanna. So I guess it kind of bounced around the north for a little bit. But are they stuck in one of the islands out here or something? Great Britain, what is going on with you? So, looks like Japan has colonized Midway. That's a thing that's happened, and Spain's in Hawaii. Do you have, 100,000 troops heading out in Rapa Nui, an Easter Island, which has been developed to 10 development, no less? Alright, so the war is still going on. Siena been pieced out, though? They're instead fighting all of Spain. Okay, so they actually did declare an independence war? Did I just click on Spain at the exact right time between... I was under the impression that Sardinia had ended the Union or something. I mean, regardless, it's only Sardinia, Gascony, Siena. Spain and all of his buddies can deal with that just fine. They might give Orleans back to Austria. That'd be sad. Didn't like that border gore. So there's the 17, 20 under Edward VIII himself. How good is Edward VIII? He's a 5-4-5. Not a bad king at all, and a 5-6-3 heir. Dang. So, well, I suppose I can't hunt for Great Britain's army any longer. I have no clue where they are. I've searched almost the entire world. No, well. With Siena no longer there to occupy them, Austria's at peace. And Spain devoting the majority of its forces to attacking Gascony. Siena appears to be focusing... Nope, Siena somehow got black flagged. Maybe Switzerland was involved and they got pieced out? I don't know. Not really sure what's been going on over here. First it looked like Spain had become independent peacefully, now they're in an independence war. Great Britain's army has vanished. Okay, so it looks like Sofala is trying to take advantage. No, Great Britain's just decided that that war needs to be fought. Okay, so their colonies, I'm guessing Newfoundland, Cuba, and Mexico are all free. No. Cuba's still under Great Britain. Mexico's still under Great Britain. And Newfoundland's still under Great Britain. I missed something. I missed something big, and I apologize. But I have no clue how they lost that war. They had Austria on their side, for goodness sakes. And we never saw... Oh, wow. So Spain went in to attack Sardinia here, but Siena managed to get 16k over there. So that's a stack wipe for Sardinia. Well done. Oh, goodness gracious. You know, this still not quite as crazy as the Lost Runs. You know, I still think nothing beats Theodoro and Odiev basically managing to beat Russia themselves. But it's still, this has still had its fair share of interesting things going on. And Persia seems to have finally decided to take some territory in one of their wars against Egypt. Looks like they took pretty much all of the Israel-Jordan area. But not much else. Didn't make him release anything else. Nothing given back to Ethiopia or anything. Mercuria still sitting here. Egypt hasn't seen fit to take them back. Still 22,000 Austrians trapped in Pune. Well, not doing great at getting tributaries either. Though they seem to be trying. Madurai has actually just outright attacked Lan Na. And Lan Na has themselves attacked Min? Did I see that right? Yeah. They're attacking for Fuju. How are they able to declare a conquest war? Where does Lan Na have the ability to have a claim on Fuju? Do they have a mission that I was unaware of? Also, Lan Na was pretty low on tech. Wu was on 24, Lan Na's only on 22. Madurai's on 26. Yeah, that might be a short-lived celestial emperorship, despite Lan Na being a great power. The US continuing to America into the west. Looks like they've gone for Skiri as their next colony. You have 2 colonists, I think. You know, one from traditions and one from expansion. Why not colonize more? Can you not afford it? Because you can afford a 80,000 strong army, America. Anyways, won't blab on too far past the timer. Thank you all for watching. This has been The Great Partition, and I'm Paragon Saber. Have a good one.